What's going on, people? Ryan Williams AFC here with your match reaction. Arsenal won, Brentford won. If you're new to the channel, guys, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on this video. Arsenal, we basically dropped 2 points. To say the game was good is not really accurate. I thought it was a bit hit and miss. I'll be honest. I just felt like Brentford came there, they sat deep, low block, and they just looked to get anything. You know, I mean, they've been on a record in terms of they've been undefeated. Well, now in 10 games, you know, undefeated in 10. And we needed a win to create that space that we wasn't able to do last weekend against Everton. But you know, knowing we got City midweek, it was going to be a tough game. But to be honest with you, I think Brentford made it hard. I think we made it harder for ourselves. First half for me, I just felt like at times we were doing everything well, but again, that final ball in the final third, I've said this on the previous video. Also to that, decision makings, there were times I'm seeing players just like not really making the runs and making their passes correctly. Like, for example, Eddie Nketiah making a break. He's got Martinelli right next to him. What he easily could have done is give and go, and he didn't do that. Or he could have told Martinelli to go, I'll carry it, and then I'll put you in. But there just seemed to be like no communication whatsoever. Very frustrating first half. Brentford, I mean, they had some chances. They easily could have scored 2 goals in that first half. I mean, one shot was blocked by Granit Xhaka. There was another shot which hit the bar. There was another shot that Aaron Ramsdale managed to clear out as well. I mean, we didn't really look that great in the first half. In terms of chances created, we didn't really look that great. And you know, Brentford were doing anything and everything to just hit us on that counter. Because they knew what we were going to do. I mean, we knew what we were going to do. We were just going to pass the ball around, try out the door, and they made it frustrating for us, you know, doubling up on Saka and Martinelli. Not even trying to get us invade on the wide options, which is very counteracted to what Everton did last weekend. Last weekend, Everton pushed us out wide and made the middle very compact for us and tried to just push us out on the flanks. And obviously, you know, we didn't really do much with that. But it was literally the complete opposite in this game. So, yeah, it was a frustrating first half, I have to admit. The second half started off a little bit better, but eventually Brentford just got back into the game. It woke up a bit, and it wasn't really good enough. Mikel Arteta made a substitution, Gabriel Martinelli. Again, Martinelli, I'm not sure what's going on. He just doesn't look like the Martinelli of before. Maybe he's just hit a little bad run, a little bad patch in his run at the moment. So do we bench him? Do we bench him against Manchester City? I'll let you know my thoughts on that in the preview. If you have any thoughts on that, let me know your thoughts in the comment section on that. Trossard comes on for Gabriel Martinelli, and within probably about 5-10 minutes, Saka gets the ball, puts it across the box. Trossard tap in. It's 1-0 Arsenal. Great goal for Trossard. You know, finally getting his name on the score sheet, as well as his first goal for Arsenal this season. Of course, from moving from Brighton in January. Since we signed him, he's been pretty lively. You know, he was very instrumental for the winning goal against Manchester United in our last home fixture. In the 1-0 loss against Manchester City, I think probably he was one of our better players on that day. And I mean, the Everton game, he did better than Martinelli, but he didn't really look all that great either. But to be fair to Trossard, he did come on and make an impact as he did. And we looked a little bit better with Trossard, if I'm honest. He was more direct. I mean, he was cutting in a lot more. He was trying to make some plays as well. Yeah, it was a good substitution. It did have another shot, which kind of fell a bit wide. I think he had no real option there. He kind of had to go for it. But all in all, you know, I feel like Trossard was the right signing to come in after obviously Mudryk going on to Chelsea. But unfortunately, we conceded, which really frustrated me. I thought the goal could have been very avoidable, even when you look at the foul itself. But in terms of how we conceded, look, it was just poor marking. It was just really, really poor marking. The ball comes in. I think it was Tony that knocks it back. And then, like, it goes to Norgard. And then, basically, Ramsdale comes out. I feel like Saliba was at the front post. Correct me if I'm wrong, but no one really challenged him. So, Ramsdale comes out, tries to make himself look big. Norgard manages to get it past Ramsdale. And easily for Ivan Toney to slot it in. It's 1-1. And VAR did have a look, but it wasn't really much. There really wasn't much of a problem on their side. They did have another angle later on after the goal was confirmed. It stood. After the goal stood. And it was like, yeah, maybe it could have been offside, which didn't really help. However, it is what it is. You know, we put ourselves in that situation and we made a mess of it. It was 1-1. And to be honest with you, throughout the rest of the game, we did anything and everything to try and unlock the door from Brentford. And, you know, we just couldn't get through. It was a very, very frustrating day at the office. I mean, Brentford, they did what they needed to do. They came to the Emirates. They sat back deep, low block, tried to hit us on the counter, and, you know, managed to nick a point. And that puts us in such a ropey situation now, because we go into Manchester City dropping 2 points, and if we'd have won today, we would have extended it to 8. Now it's 6 points. City go and win this game, and if they, you know, they beat us, I think they go above us via goal difference as well next week. So we need another miracle. City gonna drop points again. Great, but we have to beat Manchester City now. You know, obviously we needed to beat City anyways, but now it's even more of a must-win than it was before, because we dropped about what, 5 points in the last 2 games. It's not good, you know. Well, not 5 points, but 6, you know. But it's not good. It's not good. So what are we gonna do going forward? I mean, it's either people are starting to work us out, we're running out of ideas, or we're just hitting a bad rut. You know, and the reason why I pick out those 3 things, having a bad rut, our last win was against Manchester United a couple of weeks ago. Since then, we lost to City in the FA Cup. Then we lost to Everton last week, and now we've dropped points against Brentford at home. So it's not looking good on that part. In terms of, you know, how we're playing, Everton just, you know, pushed us out wide and made us try to create on the wide, but we wasn't able to do that, and the midfield battle was easily won by Everton in the fixture last weekend. This game was literally the polar opposite. Everything, Brentford just pushed us out wide and let us try and create on the wide options, but even with that, their counter-attacking was a lot more fluid, and, you know, other than that, they just tried to take advantage of the situation, and they did that, you know. And we made a mess of the set piece. So to me, what do we do? What do we do? Go, because that City game is going to be so important. All eyes are going to be on us anyways, especially after this game as well, knowing that we dropped points at home. City going to be chomping at the bit. We need to fix things up quick. It's as simple as that. But for me, if I had to pick a player to match, boy, it's tough, because if I had to pick a player to match, I would say Trossard, because he come on and got the goal. He did inject a little bit more life into the game. When I think about everybody else played okay. I think exception of Martinelli and Nketiah at times. Saka was alright. He did get the assist. I felt he was not as lively as he usually was. I know he got the assist, but, you know, Ødegaard was thereabouts. Partey was just doing Partey business, so he was okay. But I don't really know who to actually give my standout performance of man of the match today, if I had to pick one. You know, I've got to be honest. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Who would you even consider your player of the match, should I say? Obviously, we didn't win, so it can't be man of the match. So who was your player of the match? I'm not even sure. I'll probably slide. I'll probably slide with maybe Gabriel. Gabriel played very well, I felt. I didn't really feel he was at fault for much. Saliba was very good. Maybe Saliba or Trossard. The reason why I say Saliba, because he put up a very good fight with Ivan Toney. I mean, it's just going either way, and we need that physical presence, especially when you're going to take on the likes of Erling Haaland, who is an absolute goal machine. And yeah, that's going to take time. But Trossard also for me, because I just felt like when he came on, he just injected some new life and new energy on the team. I'm totally honest. It just looked like he should have started. And I'm not dissing Martinelli. I love the guy. I just feel like maybe Martinelli needs to get reined in a little bit. Maybe you have to hit the bench. I don't know. Like I said, guys, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. But yeah, frustrating day. Arsenal won, Brentford won, 2 points dropped. Oh, it's getting really, really techie now. Yes, we do have a game in hand over Manchester City, but at the same time, we must defeat City, and that's going to be such a tough task. But on that note, guys, I'm out. Take it easy.